Well, good Saturday morning, everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. Shaping up to be a beautiful fall day here in the mid-Michigan area. I know temperatures are going to go back up into the 70s, and we've got sunshine for the next couple of days, so enjoy it because you know what's around the corner. My short pants are back on today. They're back on, folks, so we're going to enjoy that whilst we can and just kind of roll with it. But yeah, here we are almost to the end of October. We are just a few days shy of 1 month away from Record Store Day, Black Friday 2022, and Small Business Saturday following right behind it. So things are moving, and they're moving at lightning speeds. So let us move on and get to our week because we got a few things to talk about this morning, and we'll get to it. Gary says good morning. Good morning. Thank you for watching, Gary, as well as Alan over there saying, hey, good morning to you as well. So let me address this very quickly here. Betty, good morning. Thanks for watching. This whole Taylor Swift thing. So if you follow our Facebook or our Instagram feed, you know that I put up a little self-made meme the other day, kind of lamenting the fact that the new Taylor Swift release has interfered with our normal Friday releases, i.e., we didn't get a shipment in time to put out for Friday morning when we opened because we had to wait for the Taylor Swift stuff. So adamant was the label that these not be sold early, that they made sure they didn't show up to the stores on Friday. Now, that's all well and good, except for the fact that small stores like ours, and I know others here in the mid-Michigan area, Kish over in Bay City, Electric Crown down in Flint, and Audio Gazing as well in Saginaw, like us, are getting theirs late or got theirs late. So, and like I said, it's all well and good to make sure that there's some security in place, that these are not going to show up and be sold early because, heaven forbid, that's something like that happens. But smaller stores like ours, we're on a UPS route that delivers to a lot of other places, businesses and individuals. So our shipments don't show up often until 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Okay, no biggie, except for the fact that, you guessed it, the big box stores got theirs a day or two ahead of time and were ready to go out at midnight or whenever they open up on there. Again, fine and dandy. Capitalism works. Let's go to that supply and demand type of place. But I also heard some reports, and maybe you folks have seen this too, that at least here in Midland, our local Walmart was selling these things a day early. I can't verify that, but it wouldn't surprise me. So, you know, Taylor Swift and the label talk about being fair to the little record stores and the local record stores, but we'll deal with it. That's how it is. So that being said, there's one other thing that I need to gripe about. I started getting a couple of messages and one comment yesterday because apparently Taylor Swift is posting stuff on her Instagram feed, and she had been doing so. She's a marketing genius, by the way, and we'll get to that and hear more in a second. But she began posting little hints and clips and things on her Instagram feed about this upcoming album. Well, apparently sometime yesterday or the day before, she put something up very cryptic. Somebody sent me a picture of this. Let me read it to you. It says, it's like a calendar. And on Sunday, 10/23, it says, visit your local record store, ? So I have no idea what's going on. And again, I got a message or two and a comment asking, is there something happening? Are you guys getting something special on Sunday, the 23rd, where Taylor comments, visit your local record store, ? No, I have no idea what's going on. We've got our shipment for the week. If there's something special coming, we're not a part of it. And I'm sorry to all the Taylor Swift fans, but that's just the way it is. So we're dealing with that and doing our best to keep up with it. But that being said, here are the new releases, and let's just get hers out of the way. Now, Midnights, if you aren't familiar, was released yesterday. We got ours about 2 in the afternoon. There are 4 different versions available to us, at least, of this. There's 4 different covers. There's 4 different vinyl colors on this as well. And each of the covers has a different back cover going into this. The idea being that you buy all 4 of them because they're different, but apparently you can buy the assembly for a clock, and the back covers form into a clock, and you can buy an assembly. We can't get it, of course, but somewhere out there you can buy that, mount all 4 of the records on your wall, and buy the clock assembly from Taylor Swift to go in the center, and bang, you got yourself a Midnight's clock. Now, on our new vinyl show, the one we do on Saturdays, a couple weeks back, I remember talking about this. Midnight's apparently was an album full of songs that Taylor Swift wrote when she was having trouble sleeping in the overnight hours. So I don't know, if I had a nice big soft pile of money to sleep on, I might sleep a little bit better, but neither here nor there. So, okay. So with regards to these, I'm going to get in trouble here. Somebody said, you should show Taylor Swift that meme. No, are you kidding me? She'll get mad and write a song about me or something. Don't want that. So if you're looking for all 4 copies of this, all 4 different versions of this, and they are, once again, there, let's see, Moonstone Blue, Jade Green, Mahogany Marbled, and Blood Moon Marbled vinyl. If you're looking for all 4 of these, we have one set of all 4. That's it. One set of all 4. And then I've got a bunch of the Midnight or the Moonstone Blues and a couple of the Jade Green, but we have only one complete set of all 4. So if you're looking to get this, swing by today before the Swifties do and get a hold of those. So, all right. That's enough of me griping about that. Let's just get it on with it. Steve Carlson says, good morning. Yep, we got our Taylor. Yep, you want one of each? I got 2 of each for you, Steve. We'll carry them out there. The clock would hurt the value of the vinyl only if you leave the records on the wall where they can be exposed to sunshine. But that's the point, because you'll just have to buy more. And we get some face palms from Gary. Okay, excuse me. That's enough of my griping about that. Hold on here while I show you the other cool new thing we've got. And let me get my YouTube thumbnail. There we go. This is brand new music from Pink Floyd. This was also kind of a late come yesterday. This is a 7-inch single, brand new Pink Floyd music. And at this point, Pink Floyd is pretty much just David Gilmour and Nick Mason on drums, guitar and drums. This one, though, is called Hey, Hey, Rise Up. It is a 7-inch single, first brand new Pink Floyd music in many years. And it's featuring the vocals of, and I'm not going to say this dude's last name, Andre something, because if I try to say this last name, I'll cause an international incident. But he is the lead singer of a Ukrainian rock band called Boombox. So this is Pink Floyd. I gave it a listen. It's a little bit different. You're going to need to follow the liner notes for the translation because it's sung in Ukrainian, but it's still very unique. And I think it's on black vinyl, to tell you the truth. But this is a new song from them, again, called Hey, Hey, Rise Up. The backside is A Great Day for Freedom 2002. This is probably, it mentions Richard Wright on keyboard, so it's probably one of the last things Wright worked on with him before he passed. But again, the main song is the Hey, Hey, Rise Up. All proceeds, and the hype sticker on this is all proceeds from the sale of this go to humanitarian relief for Ukraine. I'm glad it's not weapon systems. So this is the humanitarian relief side that are going on there. So we do have several of these. And again, this is the brand new Pink Floyd 7-inch single. No word if there's going to be an album forthcoming with this or not, but this is a fundraiser first and foremost, but new music from Floyd. So check that out when you get a chance. Chuck saying, hey, Chuck, good morning. And Rick over on the west side from sunny Grand Rapids, thank you for being here. Other big news yesterday, we got a couple copies of the brand new Arctic Monkeys. This is called The Car. We've got the indie exclusive custard yellow vinyl version or custard version of this. Hadn't had a chance to listen to it, but it's getting some good vibes and press on there as well. Speaking of new stuff, holy cow, brand new Chicago, Born for This Moment. I believe this is Chicago's 560th album. I'm not certain on that. Don't quote me on those numbers, but this is brand new stuff from Chicago. It is a double LP. And as I look at this, it lists only 3 sides. So I'm going to assume that the 4th side is an etching of the iconic Chicago logo on there. Recent releases, we got another copy of the King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, their Omnium Gatherum LP. Pretty cool stuff if you are into King Gizzard. So it's colored vinyl as well. And this one was interesting. I'm a big fan of the movie. I've never played the video game, but we did get some orange vinyl copies of the original video game soundtrack to Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game. Now, this was released on CD and digital several years ago, but now we've got a vinyl version of this out. several copies. I've not listened to this online, but I'll give it a shot and check it out because I've got the original soundtrack to Scott Pilgrim and I dig the movie. So this could be kind of fun stuff as well through there. Rocktober, we only managed to get one Rocktober release for this week. The rest of them were delayed. B-52's Wild Planet. And I think I've got the yellow one, the B-52 self-titled, coming next week. That got delayed. Speaking of Rocktober and the next week's version, there's a few good ones in there. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel. A little bit later on today, our new and upcoming release program will air sometime mid in the afternoon. I'll get that uploaded and we'll talk about next Friday's releases. So make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel to see that, please. Recent releases, got a couple more copies of the Vince Guaraldi soundtrack to the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. This is actual pumpkin-shaped vinyl. No, you can't quite see it in there, but it is a playable piece of vinyl shaped like a pumpkin. So just in time for Halloween, you may want to get that. A couple copies of Monster Magnet from a while back. I think we had these on back order. Now back in stock, Monolithic Baby from them, as well as Rush, the reissue of Clockwork Angels. This one's the affordable version because it's a repress. So we do have a few copies of that one, Rush's last album in there. Finally, we've got a really cool music on vinyl release. We had an order for one, so I just got a couple in through here. This is fun, and it's music on vinyl. This is an album called 80s Movie Hits Collected. It is a double LP, one black, one white vinyl, and it's a limited edition of 2,500 numbered copies of this, and it features a great deal, a lot of classic 80s tunes that were featured in different movies. You can see some discussion of whether or not this represents Mad Max or whatever it is. It's just some 80s looking stuff. But, you know, we've got movies represented on here from The Breakfast Club, Highlander, that's Queen doing that one. Electric Dreams from Electric Dreams, Never Ending Story with Lim Hall on here. Kenny Loggins from Top Gun, You're in the Danger Zone. La Bamba from Los Lobos, View to a Kill. Ghostbusters, Invincible from Billie Jean, and Weird Science is on here. White Knights, Lionel Richie. Maniac from Flashdance. You name that 80s movie, it's on here. Even Short Circuit from El DeBarge is represented, as far as Hungry Eyes from Dirty Dancing. Echo and the Bunnymen from The Lost Boys doing the Doors cover. And of course, Oh Yeah, from Yellow from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I only managed to snag one extra copy of this as it's music on vinyl. It shows up late and gets sold out quickly. If we can get more, we'll try to, but we'll try to do that. But that's a fun one, but we do have that one copy left in there as well. Okay, a couple more quick good mornings. Denny, yeah, from Denny Everything. There you go. Going well, Denny. Thanks for being here. Jeff, good morning. Yep, the Monster Magnet is way cool. Gary, Rocktober will be around January. She's taking up pressing time for that. We'll do that. Shame on Gary for saying that. Nah, it's all right. We're having our fun making the digs today. Okay, speaking of extra things that were ordered, I'm coming up on time here. We don't carry a lot of Funko Pops in the store, but I can get a hold of them. If you ever want one, let me know. Somebody had asked for an Eddie Van Halen Funko Pop, so I ordered a couple of them. We've got one left in stock. If you're curious, you can swing by and grab that Funko Pop. I don't make it a big habit of getting them because typically when we do, they get crushed in shipment. So I don't bother too much. But if you ever want a Funko Pop, let me know. Plus, if you ever want to order something on your own, you can do that on our website. I know I've been talking about this and it's taking off and we're getting a ton of orders on the website, which is great. Go to radiowastelandrecords.com and check that out when you get a chance as well. All right, I am going to call it a morning. We're going to get the turntable spinning, the lava lamp lava-ing, and get the lights on and the doors opened up so we can enjoy our Saturday here. Stop by and see us. We're at 716 George Street, just north of downtown Midland. When you're out and about today enjoying the fall weather and you're done raking leaves or whatever, stop on by for some cool vintage vinyl crate digging and we'll have some fun. Watch out for our upcoming release show a little bit later on this afternoon. And please make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and that you've enabled the notifications. Click that like button, comment on our videos. We're getting close to that magic 1,000 mark. I think we're probably about 55, 56 subscriptions away. So if you're not subscribed, please do so as well. Quick hey coming in from Chris down in the Grand Ledge area. Chris has just opened up a brand new record store called MI Rural Records. Check them out on Facebook. Some very cool stuff. Thank you for joining us, Chris. All right. You guys have a great afternoon. If If you get a chance to stop by, we'll see you. If not, we'll talk to you later on today for our upcoming release show. And if not, you have a good one, and we'll talk to you next week from Radio Wasteland here in Midland. Thanks for being here, folks.